What if you could disaster proof your life in just 7 days?
He's the man knows what you need. Water, food, security, greed. No surprise when storms expand. Local prepper is the man.
Preparing for disaster requires foresight and organization, but the scope of possible scenarios can be overwhelming. Attempting to anticipate every possible event is impractical and costly, often leading to excessive stockpiling. Instead, focused approach prioritizes essential needs for two primary scenarios: evacuating, bugging out, or staying home, which would be bugging in. FEMA advises preparing a 72-hour kit for evacuation, while the Red Cross recommends 2 weeks of supplies for staying home. Here we're going to talk about the 7-day plan to address critical survival categories, ensuring readiness for either situations. But first, we have to talk about a few things. First things first, anticipating danger. People facing a natural or man-made disaster must choose between evacuating or remaining at home. FEMA's 72-hour bug-out recommendation reflects the typical duration for an evacuation, but most people opt to stay home, which is kind of smart. A choice often supported by the Red Cross 2-week supply guideline. Now, staying home requires a greater self-reliance or a greater level of self-reliance as external support may be delayed. The duration of a disaster introduces uncertainties, potentially extending beyond 2 weeks. This makes preparation necessary. The next thing we need to look at is a logical approach. To streamline preparations, we're going to focus on 7 days to a specific survival topic like water, food, and cooking, electricity, lighting, heating, cooling, first aid, defense, communication, and of course, sanitation. Each day includes a simplified checklist of actions such as learning skills, purchasing supplies, or building resources. Quantities are going to depend on the household size, ages, and special needs, with a baseline of 2 weeks supplies for staying home and a portable 72-hour kit for evacuation. Now, remember, the idea is to be ready in 7 days, accomplishing a specific task each day. Following the three pillars of preparedness: water, food, and security. Day one, water. Water is the cornerstone of survival, and securing a reliable supply is the very first priority. Storing 2 weeks worth. That's about 76 gallons per person for drinking, cooking, and cleaning and sanitation. This is feasible but requires some planning. The minimum is 1 gallon per person per day for drinking, with additional amounts for other tasks. Now, 5-gallon jugs are practical for storage, but their weight at 7.5 pounds per gallon demands sturdy surfaces like concrete or pallets. Natural sources such as rain, lakes, or pools can supplement supplies, though purification, boiling, filtering, or just using tablets is going to be essential. You should definitely be storing these in BPA-free containers and test its quality periodically. You should also learn to harvest and treat alternative water sources. Day number two, food and cooking. Maintaining a 2-week food supply of non-perishable items is straightforward. Proteins, canned meats, nuts, carbohydrates, pasta, rice, and obviously some condiments ensure nutritional balance. Refrigerated foods spoil quickly without power, so people should consume them within 4 to 24 hours. And from that point on, rely on shelf-stable options after that. Now, cooking without electricity requires alternatives like charcoal grills, propane stoves, or open fires. Supplies like paper plates and plastic utensils reduce cleanup. Households should stock foods suited to their preferences and secure reliable cooking methods. I can't tell you what to buy, but I can tell you that men need around 2,600 calories a day to stay healthy, and women need around 2,200 calories per day to stay healthy. So use those numbers to try and average out what your food supply is going to be like. Day number three, electricity and lighting. Power outages disrupt our daily life. We pretty much need it to almost survive. This makes alternative electricity and lighting crucial. Generators like 4,000 watts, baby, maybe can power essentials like lights and appliances. Though fuel storage is a limitation. Solar panels or large capacity batteries offer sustainable options, while solar banks charge small devices. For lighting, rechargeable or crank flashlights, candles, kerosene lanterns used outdoors are effective. People should assess their power needs, invest in a versatile solution, and store fuel safely to maintain functionality during outages. Day number 4, heating and cooling. Heating is vital in cold climates with options like wood fireplaces, wood stoves, or propane heaters, obviously vented for safety. Cooling relies on passive strategies such as staying hydrated with electrolyte enhanced water, seeking basements, or using battery powered fans. Vehicles with air conditioning can provide temporary relief if fuel is available. Appropriate clothing for extreme weather protects vulnerable areas like hands and feet. Households should also evaluate their climate and invest in heating and cooling solutions tailored to their environment. Day number 5. Disasters often strain medical services, increasing the need for self-sufficiency or self-sufficient first aid. Comprehensive kits should address cuts, deep wounds, burns, fractures, and emergencies like CPR or choking. Over-the-counter medications, like ibuprofen or Benadryl, and prescription backups are essential. Learning skills like suturing or recognizing stroke symptoms enhances preparedness. Now, people should purchase expedition level kits, stock material supplies, and study basic medical techniques to handle injuries when professional help is unavailable. And during emergency, the systems are overloaded and it will be most likely unavailable during massive crisis. Day 6, defense and communications. Short-term disasters rarely escalate to severe security threats, but basic precautions are prudent, especially in urban areas. Securing doors, windows, and outbuildings deters intrusions, while non-lethal weapons like pepper spray, a burner pistol, even a small bat, offer protection without escalation. Firearms require training and careful consideration, but I'm not telling you don't do that. If you can, I do recommend you have that capability. Now, communications ensure awareness of local conditions and contact with your loved ones. Solar powered radios, two-way radios, or landlines, which may support 911 calls, are reliable options. Households should fortify their homes and maintain multiple communication channels. Day 7, sanitation. Sanitation becomes challenging without running water or power. Toilets can be flushed with stored or gray water or improvised with buckets or outhouses. Now, hygiene supplies like, soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, and such, and other paper products are critical to prevent illness. And gray water can be reused for non-potable tasks like flushing. People should store sufficient hygiene items, plan for waste management, and conserve potable water by repurposing used water for sanitation tasks. Okay, so as you can see, preparing for a 2-week disaster is manageable with a very structured approach. Far less daunting than enduring months-long crises, that's for sure. A 7-day plan ensures coverage for essential needs, from water to sanitation, with supplies and skills to support either evacuation or staying home. By following these steps, people can achieve resilience and confidence when facing unexpected challenges. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. And let me know in the comments if there's anything that you think you could do to help get ready in 7 days. And as usual, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.